Hey everybody, Forensic Psych here, and this is the promised intro video for Windward. It is going to be kind of a first impressions video, and I just wanted to, I think we're going to do a series on it, but I wanted to do an intro video first and give my impressions of it and see what you guys thought of it as well. So, with that in mind, let's dive right into it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going into a ton of details. We're just going to get started and see what we can find. I guess I'll hit options real quick. You can check those out and pause where you need to. We're going to just play single player. I think this is good enough. We're going to start with this. We're going to choose a faction. I have played Valiant up until now, just test playing to kind of get an idea of it, so we're going to start with that. I'm a nonconformist. I don't know what you kids call it nowadays. I always called it WADS, W-A-D-N-S. I think WASD is what they refer to it as, but you can see A turns you to port, and D turns you to starboard. S is to brake or to reverse. Not that ships particularly have a reverse necessarily. And W is to get underway. So you can see we're doing that. And it's pretty simple. The premise is that you have a ship and you are part of a faction. I think simply by the fact that you grew up in this area and you are part of, whatever. So, we're going to start out with this city. And what you would do is you click on the name Polisboro. And you can see when you click on that city, it's going to open up this interactive menu for that city. It shows your name. If you have the gold and you wanted to, for whatever reason, you could change the name of the city. There are items available. I'll get back to those in just a second. This would be the spot where you could buy. Now, this is like the items that they have either in abundance that they produce or that they are in short supply of, that they're hoping that you could go out and find for them. This is items that they happen to have in their market that you could buy. For instance, if I had enough right now, I would buy this grappling hook because it is convenient to have. And then there are quests. Apparently I just discovered this place, even though I'm already here. So, anyway, if you take the quests, you can see the size of this hamlet or city, this place that I am, is 8 of 10 possible. They have 22 quests to go. I think that the 22 refers to 22 quests until it reaches size 9. It may be 22 quests until it reaches size 10. I'm not positive. I haven't played that far yet. Interesting. You have these quests that you can do as you pick stuff up as you're floating around, and as you take on loot, you'll gather money and you can pick up enough eventually to upgrade your ship. Now, we were talking earlier about this cargo here. If you go into the rumor section, you can see where it says this town has a stockpile of crafts which are needed in Mesvir. So, if we come back up here and we say, crafts, 491, we could buy that, take it to Mesvir, and we could sell them there, except we don't have that much. So, let's just get started, and we'll say, well, let's take a look. Mesvir is right over there. That looks like it's going to be... I have to apologize. This is the same... I have been playing in the same... whatchamacallit, this same universe or whatever, this campaign. So apparently it has kind of given us a cheat in as much as it has uncovered some of the map for us. But we'll carry on and we'll take some quests. We'll go to Mesvir, we'll go to Westfur, and we'll go to Asherton. Oh, we can't. We've only got 2 spots. Okay, that's fine. So, by pressing W, we can continue on that way. Pretty simple, all things considered. D, I'm turning to starboard. A, I'm turning to port. W, I'm speeding up. You can see that I'm speeding up and slowing down with W and S. And one of our quests was just automatically completed. We have to go to Westfur anyway, so we'll double up on that quest. And cargo, if we take a look, where is Westfur? Right here. If we highlight Westfur, we can see that they have a shortage of salt, diamonds, and glass. And where we're at now, they have salt and glass. Okay, so let's take a look and see. 178, we can't afford it. Glass, 366, we can't afford that either. So, oh, wait, what did we pick up? A witty crew. So, we can sell the witty crew, or by right-clicking on it, you can see, if you highlight it, you can do one of 2 things. You can see, I can't move my cursor down to point at it, but you can see that what we have equipped has a green arrow, and it's pointing up. It is stronger, basically. It has a better value than the thing that we're currently looking at. And the question mark shows us that if we right-click on it, we'll get some additional options. So that tells us, as we right-click on it, that we can either sell it for 114 gold or we could salvage it for 80 experience. I'm going to take the 114 gold because I want to get, what was it? Salt? They need salt and glass, and they have salt. Oh, and we can't because it goes in the cargo space and not into the vault. That's okay. By left-clicking in an area, it's actually going to get your ship moving in that general direction. Right-clicking will slow your ship down. As you can see. As you come close to different items laying on the beaches like that, you will automatically pick them up. You kind of want to keep track of the ships that you come across. Pirate ships are going to be obvious. They're going to be skull and crossbone. We automatically completed the quest, and now have enough that we could actually purchase something. Now, at some point you're going to have to start doing repairs, so at some point you're going to want to start salvaging, but I'm going to, for now, just continue to sell items. Let's see what they need up there. Meat, diamonds, crafts, and rice. And what do we have down here? Meat. Alright. Well, let's do that then. Let's see if we can buy some meat. I'm not going to buy two because I'm not positive that we'll be able to sell them both. When you see these crates floating, go pick them up if you can. The game itself is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. And the music... So the town of Glens has been captured by a pirate. They want us to go capture it back. So we made a 20% profit on that. Not bad. And it says that we're balanced, so it's a good thing that we didn't buy two. And we're going to buy that. And by left clicking out here, it's going to get us going in that general direction. So even though that window, that dialog box was up, alright, we'll get to that in just a second too. Even though that dialog box was up, we could click out there into the water, and it would take us in that. It would turn us in that general direction, and then because we were pointed away. There we go, and we're balanced, and we made a profit of 41%, which is pretty good. It got us moving in that general direction and took us away from the city, and eventually that dialog box closed on its own. So now one thing we can afford now that I think that we're interested in, because it adds some ability to us, we want to take a look. I don't remember where it was. I am forgetful. But either this city Nope. The city we started at. Yeah. Well, let's take a look real quick. Here we have glass, marble, and coffee. And there we need meat, produce, and crafts. So, not a lot to trade. But let's go over here anyway. I don't know how often they would sell out of an item. Now these other ships that are floating around that we keep seeing are part of our faction. Now watch, 600, there you go. We just purchased that and we're going to equip it, and now we'll be able to grab those crates that are floating out there from a much greater distance. The sealed letter, let's take a look at that. When we examine that, it says, well, Captain, there seems to be some letter here addressed to the governor of Folo. Something tells me it never made it to its intended destination. Might be worth following up the next time we're there. Aye? Accept. So that puts that in our quest area. Let's take a look. Weren't we just at Mesfer? Okay, we'll go discover the place we were just at. So, the game is absolutely gorgeous. I really like it. I enjoy it quite a bit. Let's go grab this crate. You'll see how much further away now. See how much further we were? Woo! Considerably farther away when we grabbed that one. And so we picked up a new captain. Accuracy is better. No, accuracy is worse. Armor's better. Critical's better. Damage is better. Diplomacy's not as good. Hull. I think we're gonna equip him. And then this guy will salvage. So I think we're gonna go find Folo, wherever that is. And this, I think we're gonna take that one as well. And we're gonna set this to track that one. And let's just get going, shall we? Because we have the potential to be wandering into a new area that we haven't been in before and run into pirates, I'm going to slow the speed down just a little bit so it's a little more controllable. So anyway, this game is available on Steam. When I picked it up, I actually grabbed it a few weeks ago, and it was only $9 something. It is from Tasharen development, Tasharen.com. It includes 31 Steam achievements. And Tasharen Entertainment Incorporated is the mother company. Let's see. They're from Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. Oh my, look at that. One of the few gripes that I do have about the game is that the AI is not super intelligent, as evidenced by the fact that that guy just freaking ran into me for no good reason. Alright. So we are going to get in a big fight here. So down here across the bottom, you'll see you have a few specialty attacks that show up. Volley is currently, I think, the only one that we have. You want to keep broadside to the ship that you're attacking so that your cannons can come out their portholes and send the volley against them. We want to grab that because it was worth 74 gold. Alright, I guess we're gonna go get in another fight. Being side onto a ship is kind of nice. If you can get to the point where you're firing at the aft of the ship, they can't return fire. And there are hotkeys that you can use there. I pretty much continuously forget about them. Keep an eye on your damage so that you know that you're not just leading yourself into a spot where you're going to get taken out. And remember, as soon as combat is over, prepare yourself to repair. And prepare yourself to do a hasty retreat if need be. And this is where you can see we're using logs now. This is where salvaging some of that stuff that you get kind of comes in handy. And now that we are repaired, we can go get back into the fight. It has kind of been my practice to try now. I right-clicked on that ship before he was in combat, and I'm trying to get him... There we go. I was trying to get that ship to... I was trying to get that ship to join forces with me, and I had to pay for him to do that. But that's okay. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that it was going to... I'm going to upgrade my crew. I didn't realize that it was going to hold this stuff over here. That is all stuff that I had saved up from before. Hull paint, cloth dye. So as you get the opportunity to, you need to advance on cities that are held by the pirates so that you can occupy those spaces so that they can't launch any more ships. And there is obviously a ship yard down here. There's someplace down here that's putting out ships, and we need to get down here and get into their harbor. Glenn's. And if we can survive against this ship, there we go. Now, we're gonna repair ourselves, and we're taking this port. So, as soon as we're done taking this port, that should prevent any further ships from being launched from here, and that should allow the ships to take the area up there that's been so heavily contested. As soon as we have this port, it should start producing ships of ours instead of ships that are pirate ships, and so we shouldn't have to fight against them. That being said, we're at like 28 minutes here, and I think that we just also completed that quest. Yeah, we did. And this is an upgrade cannon. So I think we're going to equip that and salvage that. Probably should have sold it. And we're going to salvage that. How much do we have? Over 1,000. So let's take a look at ships real quick. 1,900. We're getting pretty close to being able to stop that. Getting pretty close to being able to get a new ship, a sloop of war. And then we will be able to go out and take on a little bit more of some heavy traffic, I think. But we're going to call this one an episode. Let me know what you think. It's a great game, I think, so far. It's beautiful. The music is awesome. I think we'll do a series on it. If nothing else, just a short series. let me know in the comments what you think. And I would encourage you, if you're liking the looks of it, go out and pick it up for $9 or $10 on Steam, and encourage the team from Tasharen.com to finish it up and get it under production so that it's live. It is solo and play across the internet, or LAN party play at this point. So again, Forensic Psych, gonna sign out for this episode. The first impression of Windward, and hopefully the first of a series for Windward. And what are the 4.5 to 5 things we always say? If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and the little bell doohickey, and you'll get notifications when I put up new videos just like this one. And as always, if you have comments, questions, suggestions, or opinions, leave those in the comments section below. And if you have friends, invite them to come on over, check out the channel, and let us know what they think as well. Until we see you in the next episode of Windward or 7 Days to Die, thanks folks. See ya.